Now, most people believe that to become a paralegal, you need to get a degree. I mean, we have heard this from our parents, from our high school teachers, and from that irritating aunt who has an opinion on every little thing. If you want a successful career, you need to get a degree. That is the only way. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is 2024. We are in the age of AI. To start a new career as a paralegal, you don't need to follow the same outdated approach people used to follow in the 80s. I mean, things have changed, and you can start your career way faster. Today, I am discussing the potential drawbacks of a degree program and why getting a paralegal degree doesn't make sense for busy adults. Plus, I'll also be talking about a new approach that can help you get job ready as a paralegal in the next 6 months without student loan debt and without having to drive to class every single day. This is Landon, and let's get started. Now, to get a paralegal degree, you need to enroll in an on-campus program at a local community college or university. Now, here are the top drawbacks of enrolling in a degree program. Number 1, longer course duration. A full-time paralegal associate degree program would take 2 years to complete. In a degree program, you have to drive to class multiple times a week, submit assignments, attend boring lectures, and prepare for multiple tests. Yikes. All of that for 2 long years. Now, you might have assumed that for these 2 years, you'll study only about the paralegal subject. That would be nice, but that is not the case. To complete a degree program, you need to complete a certain number of credit hours. For an associate degree program, you typically need to complete 60 credit hours. Typically, to make these 60 hours, you have to study subjects that have absolutely nothing to do with being a paralegal. I mean, you might have to take electives like PE, humanities, math, or history. Because of this, the degree program is longer than it needs to be. Adults don't want to spend 2 years in school, and ideally, you shouldn't. Now, the problem is that the way these programs are structured is completely outdated. To get a degree, you have to spend a minimum of 2 years in school, and there is no way around it. Number 2, big price tags. Now, the cost of enrolling in a full-time degree program, I mean, let's be honest, it's high, like really high. Tuition alone can cost between $15,000 and $40,000. Now, that is a lot of money, and to afford a price tag like that, students typically rely on student loans or aid. Being under the burden of student debt flat out sucks. Imagine, you are working long hours as a paralegal, going through countless case files and documents, and in the end, when you get that paycheck, a big chunk of your salary goes towards paying off that debt. Trust me, it can get really frustrating. Number 3, secondary expenses. Now, besides the high tuition costs, there are other expenses associated with the degree program that aren't that obvious. If you're driving to campus, you'll have to spend money on gas, parking permits, food, and in some cases, even accommodation. And plus, in many cases, the cost of training materials like books is not included in the tuition. Now, all that money is coming straight out of your pocket, and ultimately, enrolling in a degree program can prove to be financially straining. Number 4, not made for busy adults. All the classes are scheduled in a degree program. You have to be there because the professor is there. But let's be honest, as adults, we have responsibilities. You might have a small kid or a sick parent, or there could be an emergency at home and you might have to miss a few classes. Now, sadly, that can be a problem, as you have to wait months and months before you can take the same class again. And because of this, students start lagging behind, and it can get challenging to get back on track. And hey, what if God forbid you fall sick? You can't really pause a college program, can you? Because of this, it might take longer to complete the program. And finally, number 5, it can be difficult to find a program near you. Paralegals are in demand across the country, but few colleges are offering a degree program. There is a high possibility of only a few decent full-time degree programs around you. I mean, you might even have to move to another city to get a paralegal degree. So, in addition to putting your life on hold for years, you might be forced to uproot it and move to a new city. These problems are very real, and I want you to step back and just think for a second. Does a paralegal degree program make any sense? But then, what's the alternative? You need formal training. And if you're not going to school, how do you get that? Well, what you need is a new approach. An approach where you can get laser sharp paralegal training and learn from the comfort of your home. Complete your training faster and be ready to meet the industry requirements without spending a fortune on your education. Now, all of this has been made possible by the Preppy approach. The Preppy approach is helping students across the country start their careers faster. With the Preppy approach, you can learn at your own pace and on your own schedule. You can be done with your paralegal training in as little as 180 days. You get an externship placement at a local legal facility for real life experience that you need as a paralegal. You are ready to take the respected national certification exams like the NALA certification exam, and you also get the coveted university certificate for your paralegal training. And all of this would cost you less than $2,000. The Preppy approach is a total game changer. Grant Aldridge, a well-respected higher education expert, has made a video in which he discusses the Preppy approach. Now, if you want to start your career faster, then this is a video you cannot miss. In this video, Grant gives you a step-by-step blueprint on how to become a paralegal with the Preppy approach. I will make sure to add the link for this video down below. All right, look, today I talked about some glaring problems that you see with the degree program. Now, if you relate to these problems and want an alternative way to start your career faster without student loan debt and without driving to college, then make sure that you check this video out and learn more about the Preppy approach. The link is right down below. Well, that is it for today, guys. We publish a lot of content for anyone looking to start a new career, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, this was Landon, signing off. Take care.